You know, when I started into this, I had no idea, and there was missing pieces, okay? The dots were not connecting. So we're going to connect the dots up front for people, and really, once you get used to doing it, it is not difficult. And all we're going to do is explain and then give you the resources, because learning it is up to you. Both Renee and I have done the work and learned it and found the right people that, you know, help us with these things, like solo ad providers, and you know, we're using certain systems that work. Okay, we've got the amazing marketing system with EGN that gives us everything, and apparently there's lots more coming. I was just told exciting more things coming. You know, we've got to build landing pages. You can build a funnel. I've done a little funnel. I've done my landing pages and didn't really have that much difficulty, guys. So it can be done easily with the system. Renee?
Yeah.
You know that it's been fairly simple.
Yes. Yes, it is. And you were frozen for a minute, so I wasn't sure what you were actually saying. I apologize.
Oh, what I said was, you know, we're building funnels, or, you know, anything we've been doing inside EGN has been really super simple. So, you know, email response campaigns, you know, we're going to talk about that. Renee's going to go cover that, solo ads, the solo ad providers, and just the sequence, the list of what it takes, and getting in the habit of following these and learning what it takes. And you know, like I said, you've got the system. You'll learn fairly quickly that the landing pages are very simple by watching Kevin's videos. Step by step, he's got a printout that you can do, that I found a lot easier, because I like to read and then go do something rather than put up two monitors. If you can, that works well as too. But he print out that download, read it. If you read it, just do it step by step. Do it a couple times. It becomes like, you know, getting dressed in the morning. So anyways, I guess, you know, Renee, you want to talk about, I want to tell everybody how simple the landing pages have been compared to, say, the other system you were using. And we're not going to talk about the other system. We're just going to compare two.
No. Yes, before I do that, what I actually want to say is the point we're going to make today is, no matter what business you have, okay, everyone has something that they want to promote. They're, you know, whether you promote it on the front end or the back end, you still need to promote it. So what you need is a marketing systems like what we have in EGN, and the lead capture pages or landing pages. Those are, you know, another word for it is called squeeze pages. Basically, what they do for people who are brand new and don't even have a clue what we're talking about, what a lead capture page does is it basically captures the email and or name, or you can choose phone number as well if you want to. And what it does is that person is basically, by putting in their name and email, they're giving you permission to give them information about what your offer is. So basically, once they do that, you will have you will be sending them follow-up emails. Okay, that's done through what we call an autoresponder. And I'm saying this because when I first started, I had no idea what these things were, and I had to learn it. You know, I had a system I was using. I didn't really know how to use it, and I didn't really know the purpose of why I was using it. So that made it more difficult. So what I want to do here is kind of break it down and then show you what a landing page looks like and what may possibly happen after that. So when you're, and I can actually go into my dashboard. I don't know, Cindy, if you want me to show that so they can kind of see what a landing page looks like. But, you know, and again, I know people on this Hangout know this, but some people do not. I mean, I literally just got a message from someone who doesn't even know that yet. Okay, so
well, you know, everyone's opted in, put their email into you know, an opt-in form, a squeeze page, capture page, landing page, and that is a landing page. Okay, when you're putting your email in, that's a landing page. Some of them are very simple, some of them are really pretty, some of them got videos. That's a landing page. That's a squeeze page. So I think we can get away with not showing. I know this really slows down the Hangouts if we do that.
It does, but I just want to explain that. So basically, if you want me to go into my back office, I can show whatever you'd like me to show. And
go ahead.
Okay, I'm going to show you just a few simple landing pages or lead capture pages. Let me go into screen sharing. Just so you can see what we can do here. And I've actually got folders set up in here. I'm actually in my WordPress back office and different lead capture pages. I'm trying, I'm getting there. This system makes it a lot easier to do that. I'll tell you. So I'm just going to click on a random one right here. I'll just actually go into this one and view a lead capture page for EGN. So basically, and this one just allows me to put my picture in here. So you're usually trying to get the attention of someone, and then you put your name and your email, and it's connected right here. If they were to put their name and email, and here you can edit what this says, they're going to get that information. So they're going to want to see how me, a former struggling marketer, now I'm getting, you know, leads and traffic on autopilot, you know, and that is through, you know, the lead capture page going to an autoresponder. And when I send that out to a solo ad provider, that solo ad provider, I'm going to give them the click, you know, I'm going to give them this link that I'm highlighting right here. And, you know, sometimes you have to, you know, write something to get person's attention to click that link, or the solo ad provider will actually provide it for you. So basically what's going to happen once they put in that email, they're going to get follow-up series. They're going to get a presentation. They're going to, you know, get information from you on a consistent basis, depending on what you've put in as your email follow-up series, and that is going to help them to determine whether or not they need your product or service. So that's something that is crucial and essential if you want to put your business on what we call autopilot. That's why I have that word autopilot. The reason why we do this is because we're trying to create more freedom for ourselves. We get into business, obviously, we want to earn, but we also want to enjoy life. And this makes it a lot simpler for you to show your business to, you know, how many people you want to show. This allows it, you know, based on the traffic you give, to, you know, hundreds, even thousands of people, depending on how much traffic. And I'm not only just talking about, you know, traffic that you pay for with a solo ad provider. I'm also talking about traffic that you could do through your social media. So the beginning of this is knowing that you need this type of system in order to do it if you want to have it automated, and going through the steps in the system that you're using to learn how to do this. And in Entrepreneur Global Network, there's videos that show you step by step how to do it. You know, I could go into that right now and show you exactly how easy it is. You go to setup, you set up your account, your business. Startup is all of the instructional videos you need that show you. That the point I'm making is you have to go through the work. It's a lot simpler than a previous system that I was using because the videos are very clear. They're right up. I mean, I'm actually going to click on this just so you can see what happens.
Getting back to the system that you used to use, because I did too. We're on, like I said, we're not going to call these again.
Yep.
I want you to tell the story. We were talking this morning, actually, and talking about when we use and how I had the system for 2 years, paying for it $84 Canadian a month, and I didn't know what it was for. I had no idea. I was just told, you need this. Okay. Renee went through the same experience. So here we are, 3 weeks, really. Well, we've been in it a little bit longer than before we actually did the real launch there. But you know, we've built websites. We've we've learned a lot of stuff, and we're doing our landing pages, and we're already using them. And I wanted to say one thing. Think about that. 2 years almost, and we did not know what they were for. Renee finally last fall, about a year ago, right about now, or maybe a little bit later than that, about now, I think, started to really figure it out. Well, not really, parts of it. But again, we were using other people's share codes. So in that case, when you're doing that, guys, you're branding other people, which is, the part of the great thing about EGN is you're branding yourself using a system. And, I'm collecting a lot of material for people too. I found stuff today that people can get ideas to use for their capture pages, wording, things like that. So, but that's just an example of having a system for almost 2 years and not knowing what to do with it. And then being in here and being able to use a drag and drop, basically a drag and drop theme, content builder for everything we do in WordPress. And it's simple. It's exactly what I wanted, and that's why I've known Kevin since the day I started marketing, and that's what I've been waiting for to really get this going. So it's simple. And I wanted to say one other thing is that Renee did use her first landing page that she made, and her conversion rate was fabulous, right?
It was like 61.
I don't know what your.
I don't remember exactly.
I don't remember exactly. But compared to other landing pages that you used in past solo ads,
yep.
What was your percentage difference?
It was significant, and it was a combination of how my capture page was made and the wording, and that took some reaching out to people who know what they're doing, and that takes, I spoke to a solo ad provider. So it was a combination of the type of page that I made that was different from, the copy and paste type thing. And that's what we're talking about. You want to brand yourself, but it was also, working with several solo ad providers to ask them, about their list, what kind of wording works. I got on the email lists of several solo ad providers to see what they put out, see what videos they make, what they talk about. And I don't want to get too complicated with that, but once you start,
but it teaches you.
It teaches you. Once you start understanding why you need the system and why you need the traffic, and why you need to talk to your solo ad providers to understand what that process is, then you start learning. So the ones who actually make it in the industry are not the ones who are only relying on the copy and paste. That's fine in the very, very beginning. And don't get me wrong, we have something set up for that, but we also teach you how to brand yourself in that process so that you understand that copy and paste is fine in the very, very beginning for the brand new people. We provide you with the series, but you have to understand that you've got to take that initiative and do it. Otherwise, you will not succeed. And what I have seen, just in my own experience with the people that I'm working with now, the people who relied on that other system didn't realize how much they need to learn on their own, but doing it through EGN until they got an EGN and said, now I get it. Now I understand why, I have to brand myself. Now I understand, because it's so simple. The process to do this is so simple. All the training videos are there, and they're actually easy to follow. Now they get it, and they're very, very excited about doing what they're doing, and they're excited about their business. And it's the first time I've actually seen that, and that's what excites me, because I know that these people are now going to see the progress, and they're going to have the success now that they understand the whole process. So you have a business, you need to advertise it. You want to automate it, you need your lead capture pages. In order to do that, you need not just the lead capture pages, but the autoresponder to send those messages out. And you also need the traffic, which could be done through solo ad providers, actually, doing other things in social media with the link that you get from your lead capture pages, so that more people every single day are seeing your business. And once people understand that, then they get the results. And it doesn't happen overnight. And that's the other thing I want. It's a lot faster using a system that's simpler to use, but understand that, the more you get those leads from, that traffic that you're buying or, getting for free, the more, over time, those people, if you're consistently sending them that information, those things, and you're learning as you go along, you're telling your story to brand yourself, they're going to see you as someone, oh, okay, this person, may not have known much, but they will watch your progress. Believe me, they will watch, because I'm a perfect example of that person who knew nothing and just went ahead and learned. Went ahead and struggled at first, not knowing what I was doing and not knowing how to do what I was doing, but followed and copied first, and then realized, okay, I'm going to start learning some of these things on my own. I'm going to start developing my own voice. I'm going to start putting my results. I'm going to start putting my story. And you know what? It doesn't matter if it's the greatest story, it's just your story. And if you are you, people are going to relate to you. There are millions of people out there, okay, who want and need what we have to offer, and you have it. And it's just a matter of connecting with those people that you connect with. And the more you do it, the more you take that initiative and just learn the process, the faster your results are going to go. You just have to put in the work. You can't rely on, oh, my sponsor is going to, show me how to do this. Well, you know what? Your sponsor is doing this for freedom as well. And it's okay to, give that guidance. But what's more important is understanding that you have to take the initiative. You have to look in your back office and go through the videos. Yeah. The information is usually there. And I'm not just talking about EGN. I'm talking about your own business. Whatever business you have to go through the back office of your business to learn what your product and service is and how to best promote it. You are your story, okay? So get in there and do what you need to do. And like I said, there is always a learning curve in whatever you're going to do. But what is going to make it faster is when you actually go through the process, and you know what, you're going to fumble through it sometimes. That's okay. You learn from those fumbling, because believe me, I learned more from the mistakes that I've made than when it flowed quickly. So it's just understanding that this is the process. These are the tools that you need. Just go do it. Just go do it. And eventually, over time, someone is going to see your results. Someone is going to say, I can do that. That person did it. I can do that. And they're going to sign up with you. And eventually you're going to start having more and more of that consistency. And then you're going to be building your business. And you don't, and the other point I want to make about this is, if you have the right kind of system, most of the things you're using could be income sources for you. For example, I'm going to share my screen again and just show you that, EGN is one stream of income for me, but I actually just started several others, and they all go together. I'm going to show you. This is one of the autoresponders that I just literally last night reactivated. I had an old account and just reactivated it, but this is also a revenue stream. It's a very low cost, and I'm not saying you have to use this one. I'm just saying, when you're thinking about how you're going to do your business, think about the streams of income that you're going to have. So basically, yes, I'm an affiliate. This doesn't cost very much at all. It's only $17.95 a month, and you actually get commissions on your referrals that actually activate it and use it month after month. So, and this doesn't, what I like about Traffic Wave, and I'm just going to say the name, is that it does have the affiliate, and it's not based on the number of leads you have. I know in some systems, the more leads you have, the more you're going to pay, or the more emails you send out, the more you're going to pay. This system doesn't have that. So there's a lot of pluses about this. And, you know, if you're just getting into a system and you don't have an autoresponder and need one, I encourage you to get with your sponsor and see if they have a traffic away account, because it's, again, another stream of income that goes with the business you're already doing. And some systems, you know, and another point I do want to make, and I'm actually going to stop sharing. The other point I want to make is that some systems have their own autoresponder attached, and that is wonderful. It's actually great for someone starting out and who doesn't have a lot of funds. However, eventually those systems are going to get old, and a lot of people are going to see those. And what I like about EGN is that you can brand yourself a lot faster with the lead capture pages you have. You can make very simple, what we call funnels, with, you know, instructions on, you know, here's your system in EGN, here's the autoresponder, and all of these are income sources, and here's the business that I'm using. And so if someone just needs a marketing system, you've got them covered. If someone just needs an autoresponder, you've got them covered. If someone doesn't have a business and they want to, they need something that they can promote, you've got them covered. You're showing them in one simple process and one simple page, even if you make it a simple one-page type funnel. What I'm using right now, just for EGN, and how I'm, yeah, I'm not sharing that. I'm getting in. Let me go back and share. Whoops. Go back. Okay, am I sharing now?
Nope.
Okay.
I see me.
It says I'm, oh, I am now? It says I'm screen sharing. Okay, hopefully I am screen sharing. Okay, so.
There you are. There
Okay,
now.
okay, so I'm going back into my page folders and going into my, actually I'll just go into pages. It's actually easier to find here. I have in here, my EGN free trial funnel. And what I'm going to show you is how I've connected many of the dots in one page. And here I have an intro video, myself talking about who I am. Again, this is part of the branding. And when you're brand new, you don't necessarily have a story, and you might not know how to do this yet, and that's fine. This comes over time, okay? But you can have a video of someone else here. We can show you how to do that. It just talks about the system that I have, you know, why they need it, you know. It has, you know, blogging in here. Some people aren't looking for that, but that's okay. If someone is looking for a blogging platform, that's going to stand out to them. That's what's nice about this. Is the reason why I actually got back into EGN is because of the blogging. I was looking for a blogging platform. It ended up turning out to be something much more than that. But, you know, it just goes through the steps. It takes you through the whole process of what you can do. And it's very simple to follow. It even has people talking, giving their testimonials of why they have it. It gives you the different packages that you have. You get to choose whether you want to pay monthly, you know, annually, or one time, and then, you know, each year. Okay. It gives you questions, you know, an FAQ section. And then here at the bottom is how I integrate the other things that I'm using. Okay, I integrate the autoresponder here. So I'm saying, once you've created your Entrepreneur Global Network account, and you can do this for whatever business you have. I'm just using mine as an example. But here's how you get your autoresponder. This happens to be a solo ad provider. Get your MLM leads account. So I'm showing the importance of why you need these. Here's how you can connect with me on Facebook. Here's our strategy group. That's another aspect of this, is that we're here to help, and we're going to show you these tips. So, and we also have our Entrepreneur Global Network community within Entrepreneur Global Network. But what I want you to see is how you can tie this all together in one page, so that people, you know, and sometimes they need at least 7 exposures to something. So that's why we have that email series. So each time you're showing them, okay, you know, you need the marketing system, you need the autoresponder, you need to get leads, okay? You need some strategy, connect with me, okay? So this is why it just goes, takes that person through the process, and all they have to do is just keep getting exposed to it over and over again. I'm going to actually stop sharing for a moment. I don't know if you had
something you could really suggest too is, guys, it's really best no make up stories when you're doing your landing pages. And that's what's really good about, especially when you're asking people to connect with you in social media and they find out you're not some big Hulk guy because you've used somebody's you know, funnels or whatever, you know. So just be real about your story, you know, and just keep those and like Renee said, we have you know, emails all set up, responders set up for people to go, and you learn to write your own. You'll get comfortable with connecting and writing your own and connecting with people. You know, Renee sometimes talks about, you know, she took her daughter to music lessons. I mean, in the winter, she was working hard. She quit her job, but she was working hard. She was driving her daughter to flute lessons and you know, to the theater because she's in the arts, and she was working that whole time by email marketing. So when people say that they don't have time, Renee had a full-time job, and then she had kids. Well, thank goodness, Rachel now has her driver's license, so yay, she's got more time.
freedom, a little bit more freedom. Now it's just a matter of coordinating the car, but yes, absolutely.
Exactly. Just to kind of get you the idea of how she had her business automated so she could go to work all day. She could go out with her kids after school when they needed help driving all over, and her business was working for her with those automated emails. And when you get used to using any of these autoresponders, you can set up your broadcast for a week ahead of time.
Yep.
You know, I did
that very often. When I knew I had, you know, a busy week ahead, I would prepare my emails several days ahead. And they would just go out, and I would even say, and here's the key, and these are the things that you kind of learn over time, and I learned this by watching other people's emails and reading them, just saying, you know, and guess what? I'm here at my daughter's concert, but guess what? This email is going out during the concert, so that they understand, oh wow, okay, she set that up earlier, and that really is automation. And that is what these people who want to get in business for freedom and obviously money, that's what they want to see. They want to see, you know, not just me, I'm just an example because I'm who I am, but I'm someone busy living my life but still earning, you know, while I'm doing that, while I'm sleeping.
Yes.
While I went to my daughter's marching band performance today. So and that's what people want, and they want it to be as simple as possible, and you can do it very simply in EGN. Once you take those initial steps and learn how to do it, it really is just a matter of plugging into it, learning it, and sending it out and sending it to traffic, you know, over and over again. You're not just once, not one set of traffic and then you're done and over with. It's that consistent basis. And once you're earning on a consistent basis, you could do that. And it doesn't have to be tons of traffic all at once. That's not, I'm not giving the impression that you have to spend, you know, thousands of dollars on traffic. You could start out very small. And, you know, I learned this from other marketers. You don't have to go big when you're starting, because you can't. You just have to learn what you got to do and do it at the pace you could do it until you could scale up. I mean, and that is why EGN is so perfect for this, because we teach you how to scale that up. We don't want you spending money that you don't have. I mean, that's the biggest thing. And for what EGN has, you are getting this at a fraction of the cost of what it could be. And there's other programs out there that have lead capture pages and auto, you know, don't get me wrong. However, this is in my opinion, one of the most cost-effective ways to do it while teaching you to brand yourself. I mean, and that's value right there. But even when you get inside and learn it, you learn about what bigger value there is in there. So.
Yeah. So the other thing that Renee would do is when she sends those automated messages out about being at her daughter's, play, then boom, they're looking at her Facebook because she's told them to connect with her on Facebook, and they see her pictures of her daughter in the play. Then there comes, oh, she is a real person. She does have a daughter. So you're also showing people, I'm real. I'm a real person. This is not, so that's why telling your own story is very important, no matter what it is.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just that simple, guys. I mean, it might sound like a lot, but once you get used to doing it and you get, I have a list of things that I have to do every morning before I do anything else. And once you get on that habit, and like Renee was talking about, having the multiple streams when you're like with Traffic Wave, I decided with Renee, I would join that too, because it is another stream that I can help people with earn as they come into EGN or anything else, doesn't matter, but it's another stream of income to help them. And anywhere they can earn money, that's going to help them earn money to buy solo ads,
Mm-hmm.
to buy traffic. When you're building a business,
build your list.
You need
it's all about
your list is your business. So your list is your business. I did a video about this a few months back when I was building my traditional business, and I brought out a box of old documents because I'm allowed to get rid of them, and I brought out binders of business cards because back in those days when I started, there was no internet. I used business cards. That was my list. I had 7 binders of business cards. That was my list. That's how I built, a $6 million a year company. That was my list. This is your list. It could be your $1 million a year list. It could be your $2 million a year list. It depends on how you want to work it and work into it. You're going to build that business, and you will. I'm telling you, you can try to get around this. I've watched it. I've tried it. I've been in MLM, so you could get on stage, go to events. You could, build your business. I've done that. But if you want to have some freedom, some real freedom, and give people products and tools that they need, say, for online marketing, this is the way to do it. But you need to understand that the best way to do it is to get yourself traffic. So find the different ways to have it. I've got streams coming in from all over the place. So, you will get to that point. And basically that's it. And I have to say, this does make it simpler.
Mm-hmm. And when you're first starting out, you don't have to do it all. It could be very overwhelming. There's a process, but the basic things you need if you want to actually automate your business, you do need lead capture pages. You do need an autoresponder, and you need traffic. Okay. And how you go about doing it, those are the basic things that you absolutely need. So
yeah, here's something I want to kind of address because of people coming in that say are in an direct sales. It doesn't matter what you're selling. It could be makeup, it could be anything, but blogging and having video put in a blog about your makeup, learning how to SEO it, which we're going to have people that are going to help with all this kind of stuff. Kevin's very good at it too. Those training videos will be inside EGN to help you do that. So if you're doing a product-based, MLM, believe me, you can build a business this way. MLM leads, buying those solos from MLM leads, that company is for, basically they deal with companies, I'm not going to use MLM companies.
No,
but,
any MLM, that's why it's called MLM leads.
Exactly. And all you do is give them their link. They do it for you, and it works. That much I do know. So
yep.
I did want to address.
It is a perfect start to when you don't know how to write your own ad copy. You know, solo ad providers that let you just, you know, provide the link and you don't have to write that. That is perfect for someone just start, but it's also perfect for me in my busy life. And, you know, I don't always want to write the copy. And usually that solo ad provider knows their list very well. They know what their list is looking for. So they have good copy to do that. You know, and we have that even with inside EGN. We have those solo ad providers who do that. That's huge. You know, not every system has that. We actually have solo ad providers where you could actually buy traffic within EGN at a discount. So, you know, it's just, it's nice having that. It really is. It makes it all inclusive. You don't have to look in tons of different places, but you're still also getting other streams of income and people within, you know, those solo ad providers as well. It's all part of connecting those dots, as Cindy said in the very beginning. And once you get it, you'll see how it fits in so well.
Yeah, it really does. And I don't know, Renee, do you want to cover anything else at the end of this? I think we pretty much covered all of what we needed to talk about, but
right.
I think that, you know,
go ahead.
If we need to go in depth with some other things, we will do, you know, short videos or hangouts that will cover each individual, you know, process of it with people. But just to, you know, give an overview of what you really need to do to put your business on autopilot. That was the purpose of the hangout tonight, and possibly we'll just do shorter ones, and they'll be in the group as well, and of course they'll be on YouTube. But really, that is the process. And I know that there's a lot of people that have been messaging me. They're here tonight on the hangout, or we'll see it later. They need this automation because they're working full-time jobs. They want to quit, and this is the way you're going to do it. So, and you know, I know people that.
What I was going to say is
know people that
don't necessarily need to do the training videos, because many times they're already in the system. Like when I got Traffic Wave, I just watched their video on how to set up my autoresponder. I mean, I literally went in my back office and I couldn't remember how to do it. So I just went in that system. I didn't need someone to make me, you know, someone I knew or my sponsor to make me a video. I went in the system and just did the work and just went through the process. And that's the important thing about this, is if you actually pay attention and go in your back office, 9 out of 10 times it's there. Now, don't get me wrong. There's always going to be additional questions and clarification, especially when you're new. However, the important thing is for you to actually go in and learn it, and then ask your sponsor if there's something that you don't quite get, you know, because again, we're here for freedom, and we're, you know, and we don't want to teach you to be a slave to your business and to your people. That's not freedom. Okay, we want to teach you that if you want your business to be successful, you're responsible for your business. And it doesn't mean we're not here to guide you. It means that you just got to do the work. And the ones that do are successful over time. It does happen.
I was going to say that, you know, a lot of us know people, you know, just one, for an instance, just particular, that Renee and I both know. He had $50 a week to buy solo ads, and he's not worried about $50 anymore. Trust me. So, you know, that's how it starts, but it's about consistency and working it. Okay, any business. This is no different. You know, you've got to do the same way you do when you go to your job. You don't do your work when you're working at your job. You're getting fired. So, you know,
so
you've got to put the work in.
Okay, don't fire yourself. Actually do the work, and you'll actually be rewarding yourself.
You will get there. You will get there. You definitely will get there. So,
and it doesn't have to be difficult. It really does not have to be difficult. It just means you have to do it and learn it. And once you do, it's just a matter of just being consistent, like Cindy said. Really, that's it.
Okay, I think we can wrap this up tonight, and hopefully, and you know what, too, if you're in the EGN group, you can, I think we should have a section where people ask questions right there so it can be answered. There's a bunch of us in there. And, you know, really think about, before you want to get help on simple things, like to just try to watch the videos, like we said. And if you're not in the EGN group, message either Renee or myself, and we will put you in the EGN group. And in there, you'll find that there is a massive amount of training that Kevin has put together already, and there's going to be training 2 nights a week, Tuesday, Thursdays, every week. He's got last week's that he's uploading. Last night's was done, and so Thursday night there'll be more tomorrow night, and so on. I mean, every week. And so if you're just starting, you can go back to the first week and you can learn landing pages, and then continue on from there. But the live hangouts are at 9 o'clock on Tuesday and Thursday nights. So, and those always announced. Renee and I put them on our wall, and they're also in the group. So, you know, we'll see you on the inside.
All right. Thanks everyone for watching. And if you're watching it later on, you know, just keep doing it. Keep pushing and doing it, and you will get there. All right. Thanks everyone.
Yes.